Oh, it's the illusion, reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. So I was going to this vacation Bible camp right here down at the church we attend, and we drop them off. It's like just a couple hours a day, and it's so cool. It's like a whole farm theme. They got the whole inside of the church made up like a barn. And then today is they're bringing all the like animals and stuff. So they're setting up like an animal thing next door. And they give all the kids like cowboy hats and stuff. And I don't know, it's just a cool vibe, man. It's like this small town thing that's pretty special. It's funny, this morning I was looking at I went on the Instagram and just got all like spun out for a minute. This dude I know's over like touring around over look at the pyramids, and then he's surfing, and then he's in Dubai, and this other dude had some surf picks up, and I got all like and then I had that moment, right, where I was like, and then I was like, you know what? Work harder, dude. Build the dream, right? And so that was my thing, was just like, you got to build it, right? Build it, because you're already living in like a manifestation of your reality, like, right? I put all these things into the matrix a while back, and we're starting to bear fruit. So that my first thought was like, oh, I want to, and then I realized I was like, I just got to work harder at like what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is what I want to be doing. And there's other things I want to be doing too, but you can only do one thing at a time, right? So I was like, I have to do what's right in front of me, and so I'm going back to like gear up and like keep working on remodeling the dream and getting all fired up on that and making it happen. Here's something super cool. Wait, I don't see him in the nest today, but if you see that telephone pole right there, there's a huge bird nest up on there. Some sort of like bird of prey. Usually they're there. I don't see him today. I mean, that thing's huge. It's a giant nest. I don't see any birds in there today, but like, can we see that thing? Where is it? I think I always get stoked when I see him up there. But yeah, so it's that thing. So anyway, I was tripping out on that, and I was like, and then I went and I dropped them off at the farm thing at the church, and I just had that like, oh yeah, like what's it all about, right? What's it all about? And it's not about me, right? It's not about what I want to do. It's about setting everything up so Owl has this, fantastic childhood, so that he can like have a fantastic adulthood and have his own special reality, right? Like, I had a great childhood, all of that kind of stuff. So I was thinking about it all, and I just had that moment where I was looking at what was going on in the church, and I was like, that's so rad. Look what all these people have done, and like they were just unloading the horses, and everybody's just all into it, and like that's rad. Like you can't travel for that. Like you have to like live that, right? So I'm stoked to be living that, right? I'm gonna go back to the Talons Out ranch and go and keep building the dream, and like, it's just that phase of it all where like it's It's building it. It's building the thing, right? So it seems like I'm starting to see like the it getting closer to like one phase of it being complete, but there's just loose ends everywhere, and I'm not one like that likes loose ends, but it's like trying to button things up, but then you can't do everything all at once, right? You have to like pace yourself and allow it to happen. Like yesterday was like all day long and it's funny because everything just takes so much longer than you would think, right? And part of it is because it's like it's mine. Like I was looking up at like something up in the thing and I was like, I need to like get up there and seal that up, and like, which involves, cutting a bunch of pieces of wood and getting up there. But that process right there is probably an hour and a half. But it's like to seal it all up so the creepy crawlies, the spiders don't get in there, right? Because that's half the thing. But it's like, it's things like that. You're like, oh, I gotta do it right or not do it at all, because it's mine to it's like mine, right? And so it's funny, I was doing I was mudding up the little Lego room, right? I was mudding up the Lego room yesterday, and I it's one of those things. It's a solid, it was like 2 hours to mud up the Lego room. These things always take way longer than you think, right? And so I was sitting there, and my arm was getting tired. I was just getting tired, right? And it's always funny because right towards the end, my work started to get pretty sloppy. Like, in the beginning, you come in, you're all like, everything's all clean and organized, and you come in with the zest, and you kind of get in the rhythm, and then towards the end, you're like, oh my God, I just want to get this done, right? So here we are in the, you can't even really tell. Can you tell? I'm gonna wrap that beam, but so I was, I did all the high work early. I did all that stuff up there, and that's, 10, 12 feet easily up there. So that's up and down ladders. But by the time I got over to this corner, my work just started. It was like, that was the finish line. I was like, I just got to get it done. By then it was getting super, super sloppy, which I'll pay for later. That's the irony of it all, is that fatigue of it all is ultimately will cost me in the long run. But, whatever. Wait, there's a screenshot. All right, get the hair right. I gotta get rid of that. Wait, frame it. There we go. So yeah, I'm trying to unbury myself out of this. Because once I can get the garage, and then I can get into the tools, and then I can make things, and so it's it's this project, right? It's just this thing that like you can't get done in 5 minutes. Anyway, I just reminded myself how, look at this, look at that background right there. The attitude of gratitude, man. And it is time to like sitting in the manifestation of a long ago session at the beach, right? When did I manifest all this stuff at the beach? What was that, 4 years ago? 4 years ago, what, the house burned down 2018. So yeah, beginning of 2018. So 4 years ago, here we are. So I need to put some new stuff into the matrix. And not to be greedy, just because that's the whole point of doing what we do, right? So anyway, this is the illusion. Smash that like button, and let's keep building the dream.